What is up, y'all? This is JT. I know a lot of you guys don't know that I do music or care, but those of you who do, I just want to make some points really quick. You know, people say, why do you use FL Studio when Pro Tools and Logic, and I don't even know what new DAWs are out or even really what else is out there because I really don't care. I mean, whatever I can get the job done the easiest is what I'm going to choose. And also, like, the sound quality, whether or not it's like top notch, to me doesn't even matter because most people are listening to your music on MP3s, which is just a joke in itself. I mean, seriously, if you don't know what I'm talking about, stop this video right now and get out because you just don't need to be here. But anyways, for those of you who know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and first off, this is a song I have that I'm gonna show you, and really quick, I'm going to save this because I did some minor tweaking. But check this out. Like, the exact beat that I used is this beat, and it's a free beat. I like to get a lot of free beats and make mixtape songs, not to make money off of necessarily or anything like that. Well, check this out. You just drop your beat in wherever you get it from, and let me zoom in. And also, if I can, turn off battery saver because I can't see my screen. There we go. So let me zoom in. Well, let me just get closer because the zoom on the phone is terrible. Well, all you gotta do is click this little corner, and then you go over here to detect tempo. Now this may be different on newer versions of FL Studio. I will not upgrade because I am used to the older versions, and actually for making instrumentals myself, I use 10. Because it has the pattern blocks and it has everything that I know and recognize. Yeah, I know the new one has a lot of new features that, frankly, I don't care about because I don't need them. They're just, if I can do whatever I can do, then I can do it. It doesn't matter. Well, anyway, this is Detect Tempo, and basically it uses an algorithm to try to detect the tempo. And usually I just pick 75 to 150 because it usually puts the metronome right in the sweet spot of where you can keep your lyrics, in your ear. If you go 50 to 100, it's going to make it slower, and then the tick, 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 where this one is going to put it into a, tick, 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 tick. It's almost going to be like a double time. So you just do that, it'll process, it'll figure it out, and it'll tell you what it is. So it says, this beat has been detected at 120. You just click yes, it automatically sets your tempo. Just right there, boom, 120. Now, in Pro Tools or other ones, I have tried to do this in Magix, Sequoia, or whatever it is. It's Magic something. This is actually doable. But in like Pro Tools, this is fucking ridiculous amount of work. But check this out. All I do is I go and I find a snare. Just one snare. That's all I need to line up the whole entire beat. So you just scroll through here, and actually let's zoom in a little bit. A lot. We'll zoom in a lot. And then usually I use control and scroll the wheel, but since I'm holding my phone, we'll do it this way. But all you gotta do is find also, what I forgot to mention, go to your audio settings, and I believe it's in general settings. No, it's in files. No. What am I doing? It's gotta be, where is it? It's gotta be in audio settings. No. Oh, wait. Project settings. You gotta click that little project tab at the bottom. That's what I was missing. See, right here. Go to the project settings, and I know on the new ones they're all different, but if you go into the general right here, when you make your template, this PPQ time base, you want this all the way up. you want it as high as it'll go, which on here is 960. You're doing 4 bar, 4 beat. That's just the normal thing. And turn off circular panning, because the circular panning will make your mixes very, very muddy. So turn all that stuff off. This is just kind of a quick demonstration on how to make like a mixtape song really quick like. So all I gotta do is come in here and find a snare. So, boom. You can see where the snare hits. So right here is where the snare should be. So all I gotta do is left click, and I've got my shit set up to where it's all gridded up into nice grids. And then what I do is, and I don't know how I'm going to do that with one hand, but okay, wait, there's a zoom tool. Zoom tool. So zoom in literally into like a sliver. Oh, that's the selector tool. Where's the zoom tool? I use keyboard shortcuts all the time. I don't do this. This is crazy. But you can see how far you can zoom in when you turn that time base up. But you really see how far you can zoom in when you turn it all the way up. Now, I always leave mine on brush. This is brush mode. I don't mess with anything else. Whoops, passed it. See, this is what I don't like about doing it like that. I need the keyboard shortcuts. Hold on, I'm going to try to do this. So I zoom back with the keyboard shortcuts. I find my snare, which is right there, and it needs to land right on that line. So in order to temporary snap the grid off, you just hold down the left alt, and then we got it pretty close. Obviously, it's pretty close. So we're going to super zoom in. I know this is very hard to see. We're going to super zoom in all the way to that. That's as far as you can zoom in. And then, see how close we got? It was pretty close. And we're going to hold the slip key, which is the left alt, and you're just going to line it up where you think it goes. And then you can go down here and see, now this is lined up. That's probably a hi-hat. Usually your kick drums will come in a tad late. They'll kind of roll in. And boom, right on that line. It's hard to see that line, actually. I wonder if it's because I'm zoomed in. Well, there's a line there. Can't hardly tell from all the cracks in my screen, but it's all completely lined up, and I can prove that by doing this. So then all you do is once you get it where it needs to be, you just drag this all the way back to the beginning, and then your beginning is completely lined up. Everything's lined up to a grid. Now if I want to go in here and change all these parts around, all these little parts, see, like if I don't like this intro, I just left click and hold until it comes up, pop that up, then I can left click and hold here, pop that up, and it just kind of slices on the grid. Boom, I can take this whole entire intro out, move this right up to it, and make sure you have this little 0 cross. Uncheck that immediately. Never have that checked, ever, because it will never line up right. And then watch this. Absolutely seamless. Then, according to the grid and how each and every song is made, I could slide this back in at certain times, and this is probably not an opportune time because obviously that's a 2-bar time bass. See how it didn't sound right? Well, check this out. I just move it over, drag this out. Now it's going to line up. Now, how easy is that? Now it gets even easier when it comes to recording. So you set up a microphone channel. Just set up any microphone channel, doesn't matter which one. You can pick any one. Just don't put it on the master. Absolutely do not put it on the master, or you will, I don't know, ground loop yourself into hell. Whatever. Then you don't put any plugins on it. Run anything and everything like reverb. I run on a send over here. Here's delay. Everything like that. I should just be screen recording. That'd be a lot easier. But it's harder. I can't upload that. So anyways, so you set up a microphone channel, and I just, set up an icon and just picked the microphone wherever the hell it is and did it that way. And then I set my input over here, which is probably completely different on the new ones, but this is just a demonstration of how easy it is. But all I gotta do is just set up any of these channels, right click the disk, set where I want to put my, I can put it anywhere I want. I put mine into my OneDrive, or whatever it's called, Windows OneDrive, so that it automatically backs everything up. Even though I'm not connected to the internet right now, it doesn't back anything up. But it's so easy to do like that. And now I can chop this beat. I can make it anything I want. I can put this part here, put that part there. A lot of times when I'm dragging into another hook, what I'll do is I'll actually short. You gotta zoom in to see the extra grids. I'll actually short this a little bit to leave a dead space while my hook comes in, and I'll show you that actually. So once you get set up your recording, the easiest part about FL Studio is you literally set up your recording, like everything ready to go, and all you need is a space bar. So you can arm it by hitting R. So you arm it by hitting R, and it arms the little recording, and you got to right click and make sure you're selected on audio, which it says record audio right there in the corner on my little hint tab. And then you just basically, if you have your thing set up, it's going to record that audio, and then boom, you can knock out overdubs like crazy. And so you can see that I have this thing chopped way up. Chop there, chop there, chop there, chop there. There's a chop there, chop there, chop there, chop there, chop there. And I lined all of these up with the grid perfectly. This is all just the hook part, and it's all on grid. So all I gotta do is select these and drag them wherever I want. It's so simple and easy to use. Like, anybody could do this, and that's why a lot of snobs want to use like Pro Tools and stuff, because every time you go to record an audio track on Pro Tools, you literally have to make a new track. You have to make a new track. One of these little things right here. This little thing, I'm gonna recolor it. Let's make it like blue. Whatever. See this little thing, this little blue thing? That's a track. You have to make a new one of those every single time. You have to set the inputs. You have to set this, set that, and do all that. Unless they've changed it, it is just a nightmare, and I hate it. This one, all I do is hit the space bar and record. If it's a good take, I hit the space bar, I stop, and it saves it automatically. And then I hit the space bar again and do another revolver track. And then if it's good, hit the space bar to stop, keep it, hit the space bar and go again. If I mess up, which I do a lot, like anyone does, doing overdubs, it's an art. Like, it's not, some people want to say that overdubs is cheating, or it's not, if you can't get it right on one take, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not true. This is an art form, and I'll show you that it can sound absolutely just fucking amazing. And I'm going to lead it in on the part with the beat, because the other part, and this is where I was talking about, I like to chop out a little section. You'll hear it drop out. I am not the sadness, I am not the pain, but I'm still hurting, forged through the flames. I'm all by myself, with nobody else to blame. I guess I screwed it up, time to wallow in the shame. I am not the sadness, I am not the pain. No, I'm not perfect, it's driving me insane. Stuck in a rut, I think I need a crane, so I put my hands up, calling out your name. Just for a tiny bit of information on the actual song, this song literally like got me out of a suicidal mind state. So it's pretty meaningful to me. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you hate it. It doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters. This song is for me. This song is for anybody who needs it. That's the truth. I don't care. But anyways, like, if I use my selector tool and I want my whole entire hook section, all I gotta do is click on that, go back to my brush. I can move this whole section and switch them all around because I have them all sliced up. This is just the absolute bomb. The only thing that I don't like about FL Studio, which they probably fixed in the updates, is, say I slice this. If I were to slice one of these in Magix, I would be introduced on this playlist right here, or the track list, with all kinds of different. You could do pan in, or not pan, fade in, fade out here, and also an overall volume level. So if you had one little blip, let's say one little teeny tiny blip right in this section, say you hit the top of the thing and you don't want it to be like that, like, you could slice it, like this, and slice it like that, and then you'd have like a level indicator. You would have to create an automation, which is kind of the part that I do hate about FL Studio, and I don't usually fuck with it. I just do it right, I just do it right. Just record it right, and don't make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, leave them in. Whatever. That's how I feel. But the easiness when it comes to making mixtape songs on FL Studio far surpasses any other DAW that I've ever, in my entire life, encountered. And until basically FL Studio disappears forever, that will still remain the truth. It's also equally as easy to make compositions if you have like really nice plugins, of course. But I don't have much. I just have stock plugins because this computer is just set up for me to record. I got my mic here. I got my speakers there. I got my Tascam US 800, bro. I've had this thing for like 10 years or more, and I paid $99, I think, or maybe $129, and I got like 8 fucking XLR cords with it. A whole bunch of stuff came with it. I can't remember, like the in and out input plugs, the digital SPDIF plugs. It came with everything for like $120 something or $99. It was crazy. This is a crazy deal. But this thing, it is buggy as hell if you do not know what you're doing. If I literally plug in MIDI on the back of this, and the MIDI has any sort of issue, like I've got an Axiom 49 that doesn't work anymore. It only works through the MIDI. It doesn't work through the USB. If I plug it in through there and I have any issue, it will blue screen my computer every single time. So I set this up exactly how I need it, just to record one input, which it has like 8, I think, or is it 6? It's 6 analog inputs. You got 6 knobs here for your volume, 2 in the front. These are mostly for instruments, I think, and then the rest in the back are just regular analog. But dude, you just set it up, bang a song out, and it works. I don't care if you got the best AD, DA converters. It doesn't matter to me. If the song sounds good, the song sounds good. I've got an MXL 4000. I've had this almost as long as I had that, or maybe more, 10 years or so. And this is the kind of shit that I'm cranking out. I'm going to turn it up a little bit just in case you can't hear it. It'll probably come out crappy, but I'll stand back so you can hear it.
I am not the sadness, I am not the pain, but I'm still hurting. Voids through the flames, I'm all by myself with nobody else to blame. I guess I screwed it up, time to wallow in the shame. I am not the sadness, I am not the pain. No, I'm not perfect, it's driving me insane. Stuck in a rut, I think I need a crane, so I put my hands up, calling out your name.
So just to give you a little bit of background information on the actual song, I'm a struggling addict. Right now I'm all alone. I've been alone for way too long, and I've just been losing my mind, and nobody seems to care, and they just don't give a fuck anymore, because they're like, you screwed up so many times and blah blah blah. And that's what the song's about. It's the exact lyrics. I mean, listen to it again, you can tell.
I am not the sadness, I am not the pain, but I'm still hurting. Voids through the flames, I'm all by myself with nobody else to blame. I guess I screwed it up, time to wallow in the shame. I am not the sadness, I am not the pain. No, I'm not perfect, it's driving me insane. Stuck in a rut, I think I need a crane, so I put my hands up, calling out your name.
And if you're wondering whose name I'm calling out, it's God. So if you have a problem with that, you know where the door is. But anyway, like I said, I set it up. I didn't even clip it all up into grids. I recorded, this part of the hook that's higher up is the second half. I recorded that first, and then I thought to myself, I could record, a piece on the front, and I had already recorded the whole hook. And so it's like, well, not the whole hook. I still have accent pieces to put in. I'm gonna do some high vocals, but it makes my voice blow out. So I'm actually waiting for my voice to come back. And then I recorded basically just rough draft, but it ended up turning out decent on this front part of the hook. And so I'm probably just gonna leave it like that and then add accents as well. So it's just gonna the whole hook. I hate how it's dark in here. The whole hook is just gonna have this like wonderful fullness. It's just gonna be full. People come on to tracks on the radio and they do singles with a single track with overdubs, and they use a lot of plugins like chorusers, effects and different things. Well, I just do it the old-fashioned way, like, say Tupac would have did, like overdub, whatever. And this is just how I like to do it. But this is the hook. So on the verses, what I usually do is, and I'll just have to show you. Please don't save that. Oh, jeez. So on this song, which is a completely different song, hopefully it's on a free beat. Yes, it is on a free beat. Cool. Um, I did stack this verse right here. I think, unless that's part of the hook.
We all live in a position of pain when they are writing the scripts and changing our brains, and I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So what do we need and where do we go? To the only one with the wisdom to grow, and yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay, this part right here is the single one. I rough drafted it in because I was either getting a call or losing my voice. I can't remember, but I was trying to record this and I had an issue with either, I think my voice blew out. And it happens regularly because I smoke cigarettes and I just need to stop at some point in time. But this is what it sounds like with just one take.
Sitting reminiscing on the facts of the past, but all it really does is put more knives in my back, and I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So I just pray to God and reach for my goals, to escape all destroyers that are aimed at my soul, and yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that.
And even on this rough draft, like I said, my voice, if you can't tell right now how when I'm talking, my voice is a little hoarse and shredding, and like every once in a while it'll crack and do weird things. But tell me what you think versus the stacked verse and then the single verse but spit correctly. That's not correct. That's horrible. Me listening to it right now is causing me to cringe. But let me know what you think about that. And I know this video is getting long, but whatever. Maybe one day my son will see this video and he'll want to do something like this, and he'll need a little guidance of some sort. But I don't always do things for you guys. Sometimes it's just for me. But if you're still here, thank you and lovely. But this one right here, unreleased. You're just gonna get a taste of it because I don't really give a shit.
It's alright, we gon' make it through the night, and everything will work out fine, as long as you just let me fly. It's alright, we gon' make it through the night, and everything will work out fine, as long as you just let me fly. We all live in a position of pain when they are writing the scripts and changing our brains, and I don't like that. No, I don't like that. So what do we need and where do we go? To the only one with the wisdom to grow, and yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. Walking down the streets all alone and I'm cold, thinking to myself, man, I'm getting too old, and I don't like that. But yeah, I like that. It's alright, we gon' make it through the night, and everything.
Well, anyways, hopefully that doesn't sound too good coming through here, because if I ever finish these songs, I want them to come out in like a good quality, like CD quality at least. I mean, MP3s, what a joke. Freaking Steve Jobs and whoever he stole it from. MP3 is such a garbage quality, which, by the way, this is the. So, you're basically recording when you download off of YouTube or you're downloading off of whatever, you're getting an MP3, which is just garbage. I mean, garbage. Like the bit rate on it compared to even a regular CD is just, it's like in the thousands of better, thousands of times better. But you notice all that stuff if you go into audio settings right here. The sample rate is 44 100. Now, there's a lot of debate on, the sample rates and hertz and this and that. Well, the good hertz, I think, is like 432 and 441. I don't know. But that's CD quality right there. This is CD quality. This is DVD quality. This is high quality, and this is extreme quality. 192 kilohertz. 192 kilohertz. That's just extreme. 96 kilohertz is like what you're going to get on like 4K or whatever. And 48 is what you get on like regular DVD or, streaming movies or whatever. But when you go to export, that's when the craziness is. So you can choose right here, wave. It doesn't matter what I choose, but check this out. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to name it. Whatever, I'm not gonna actually do it. So you get to this little guy right here. Okay, look at the disk space. It says 6235 kilobytes. So that's like 62 kilobytes, 62 megabytes per song in wave. Now that's in wave at 16-bit. You put that at 32-bit float, and it doubles it. But if I switch this over to MP3, oh shit, I was trying to do them in both. Oh, I did not know you could do both at the same time. That is crazy. You could do 3 at the same time. What? But anyways, okay, so that is 1100. It's 1131 kilobytes for a 256 kilobyte, which is terrible quality. You can go up to 450. That's just terrible quality. But that's like the minimum that I export in is 256. Usually I try to keep it at 320 unless I'm trying to do something with the song. But you can see that, like, some of your things that you're listening to, like on YouTube, this is the quality you're listening to it at. If you can't even see that. Oh my god. Fuck this fucking phone. So this whole song would be 425 kilobytes. Oh wait, I guess it's actually trying to do one little section. But that's 96 kilobytes. My quality of my sampling, I put it at 512 sync point. That's 512 sync points for like every whatever calculation. I have no fucking clue. But hopefully I haven't messed any of these songs up. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that. But yeah, that's how easy it is to do mixtapes. You just need a microphone, an input. You don't even need speakers. I've got decent headphones, and I can actually get a really decent mix out of the Audio Technica M50Xs. And that's how easy it is. That's how, you can bang them out as fast as you can write them. But like other DAWs, the DAW itself slows you down, and which in turn slows down the creativity. If you're waiting on your producer, or your recording engineer, he's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Well, you're sitting there waiting, and if your creativity depends on the sound of the music playing, he's literally screwing you out of your time. So You're paying for his time, but he's screwing you out of yours. So you got to pay attention to what you're doing. If you're doing this all on your own, that's on you. So everything depends on you. But like I said, you can bang. Say I'm recording that song that I was just recording, and then all of a sudden I get a completely different idea on the exact same song. All I have to do is the solo out the instrument track, the one where it's the instrumental's at. Just solo it out, hit the record button, put it where I need it, hit the space bar or play or whatever, and start recording, lay it down. It will automatically separate it and put it wherever it needs to be on the playlist, and you can then name it a different song. You can delete all the other shit that you don't need, or you can just just wipe it off the playlist and keep it in the song, whatever. Maybe you want to mix the two together. It's so simple. Everything on this is so simple. It's retardedly stupid. It's just stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's probably where I'm going to end this. So, peace out.